with this victory, he jumps Floyd. I don't care how many fights. He jumps Floyd with this victory.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that. He jumps.
I think
bro, this is a major fight.
In my book, he brings up Floyd by him coming two-time undisputed champ of the world. He was
Floyd
never became undisputed champ of the world.
I can understand.
No, he haven't. But his resume is winning.
Right now, people scrutinizing him over who he fought and all this and all that. I don't.
Floyd is great.
No.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, you just heard my bro, multi-division world champion, Hall of Famer, Zab Super Judah, and former world champion, Anthony Dirrell, stating that today's pound-for-pound king, 4-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, Terrence Bud Crawford, who has 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, will surpass the legendary, undefeated, 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, former pay-per-view king, who had 2 separate careers, formerly known as Pretty Boy Floyd, then known as Money Mayweather, now today known as TBE, the best ever, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Should Terrence Crawford beat another first ballot Hall of Famer next Saturday, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. So Anthony Dirrell, Zab Judah, they state that Terrence Crawford with a victory over Canelo will surpass Floyd Mayweather. And here's why that's not true. Okay? And I'm going to break it down.
Floyd's a great
He
fighter.
jumped, with this victory, he jumps Floyd. I don't care how many fights.
He jumps Floyd
with this victory.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that. He jumps. Bro, this is a major fight.
In my book, he brings up Floyd by him coming two-time undisputed champ of the world. He was Floyd never became undisputed champ of the world.
I can understand.
No, he haven't. But his resume is winning.
Right now, people scrutinizing him over who he fought and all this and all that. I don't.
Floyd is great.
No.
So, here's why that's not true. Floyd at 36-37, about the same age as Terrence Crawford, fought Canelo Alvarez, who was undefeated, didn't know how to lose. Floyd also moved up in weight. No rehydration clause. Canelo chose it to be at a catchweight 152 instead of 154. Canelo came in at 168 or higher the night of the fight. Floyd was already 36 years old. Floyd Mayweather fought a version of Canelo Alvarez that didn't know how to lose. Terrence Crawford is fighting a version of Canelo that's great, don't get me wrong, but he knows how to lose. One of those 2 losses, Floyd Mayweather was one of them. Floyd Mayweather's resume is extremely deep. He beat more world champions back to back to back than anybody in the history of sport of boxing, including Zab Judah. Floyd Mayweather went up and beat Canelo Alvarez, who was 23 years old. Younger, fresher, hungry Canelo Alvarez, who was bigger and stronger. Today's Canelo is 35 years old, still wants to prove his worth, but we've seen him lose to a style. Floyd Mayweather was the original who laid the blueprint how to beat Canelo Alvarez. So you can't follow up the blueprint as he laid it, and it has been done before, and do it, and then surpass him. Floyd Mayweather, as Zab Judah, Anthony Dirrell said, because Terrence Crawford is undisputed, this will make him a 3-division undisputed champion. Historic. But we got to keep in mind, Floyd didn't want to become undisputed. He didn't chase undisputed. It wasn't a thing for him. He could have if he wanted to, but he didn't chase undisputed. And keep in mind, He would have fought for undisputed had Carlos Bolderman, who beat Zab Judah, not vacated his belt when Floyd fought him. We have to take that into consideration. Carlos Bolderman didn't want to pay for the belt and vacate it. That didn't allow Floyd to fight for undisputed. That would have made Floyd undisputed. Floyd had no intentions of chasing undisputed. He was just chasing the biggest, greatest names and the biggest fights. There's where the difference lies. He wasn't chasing mandatories. So we're being a prisoner of the moment. Does this put Terrence Crawford in the history books? 1,000%. Does this put him ahead of Floyd Mayweather? No. Floyd Mayweather his resume is deeper by far than Terrence Crawford's, right? This is not a knock to Terrence Crawford. Floyd Mayweather, what he has done and who he has beaten, 2 separate ways and 2 separate styles, being Pretty Boy Floyd and then being Money Mayweather. It speaks volumes. 2 separate careers, right? He adjusted, reinvigorated himself, right, to a whole different fighter in the second half of his career and still was dominant. And he beat world champion after world champion after world champion after world champion, turning down only his collar. That speaks volumes. Is this going to speak volumes for Terrence Crawford and put him in that top 10? For me, yes. Maybe in the top 5. Greatest all time. This would make Terrence Crawford a 3-division undisputed world champion, 5-division world champion. That speaks volumes. But resume has to play a part. And when you match up the resumes with Terrence Crawford and Floyd's, there's no comparison. It's just not. With that said, the Hall of Famers that Floyd dominated and made look average, like Juan Manuel Marquez, Diego Corrales, he made these fighters look average. And like they wasn't supposed to be in the ring, to the point where people made up excuses that they were too small. He made Canelo Alvarez look average. Average. He made him look amateurish at 36, going on 37, moving up in weight as well. Knockouts is not the end-all be-all of highlight performance. Making a fighter miss in a phone booth and making them look average and dominating them and eliminate what they do best, that speaks volumes just as well as a knockout. But I'm putting Terrence Crawford in my top 5 to 7 greatest fighters in history should he beat Canelo Alvarez, as I expect him to. I just don't put him over Floyd Mayweather. But what y'all think? Great conversation. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.